Hello, I'm Brent Shiratori, and this is Ideal Marketing. Do you spend hours digging through competitor websites, reading reviews, comparing pricing pages, and still feel like you're only scratching the surface? You know you need to understand your competitive landscape, but the process takes forever and the results are often incomplete. A thorough competitive analysis used to take days, sometimes weeks of research. But with AI's research capabilities, you can literally cut that down to a fraction of the time and actually go deeper than you ever could manually. Welcome back to my AI Advent Calendar series. From now until Christmas, I'm sharing daily tips on how to use AI to help with common marketing tasks. Yesterday, I showed you how to write a blog post for targeted keywords. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a comprehensive competitor landscape in about an hour that would have taken you 10 times longer to do on your own. Here's what we're covering. First, why traditional competitive analysis takes so long and where the gaps usually are. Second, the prompt framework I use that forces AI to be thorough and cite its sources. Third, how to use your competitive analysis as a source document for future marketing tasks. By the end of this video, you'll have a prompt you can use immediately to build a decision-ready competitor landscape for your business. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're getting ready for a strategy session. You know you need to understand your competitors. So you start pulling up their websites. You read their about pages, pricing pages, their case studies. You're looking up their customer reviews. You're checking out their social media accounts. 5 hours later, you have a bunch of notes in different documents, some screenshots, and you're still not sure you've captured everything that matters. The traditional approach has 3 problems. 1, it's time consuming. You're manually visiting dozens of pages per competitor. 2, it's inconsistent. You might go deep on one competitor and barely scratch the surface on another. 3, it's hard to organize. You end up with information scattered across notes, screenshots, and your own memory. AI doesn't solve all of these problems, but it does something important. It gives you a consistent framework and does the initial research legwork so you can focus on the analysis and strategy. I recommend Perplexity for this. I found it has the best research engine for this kind of task because it actually searches the web and sources. Let me walk you through the prompt structure. The prompt starts by defining the role. You're asking AI to act as an expert marketing and business strategist and competitive intelligence analyst. And to help make it more accurate, you're telling it to be rigorous about evidence. Every meaningful claim must be supported by a credible source link or explicitly marked as unknown. This is important because AI can hallucinate. By requiring sources, you're forcing it to only include information it can actually verify. Next, you give it your inputs. You'll attach your company overview document. This is that source file I showed you how to build on day 1 of the series. It becomes your baseline for comparison. Then you paste in your competitor list, company names and URLs if you have them. The prompt includes a detailed framework for what to analyze. So let me break it down. First, competitor categorization. For each competitor, the AI determines if they're direct, indirect, or replacement threat. Direct means same product or service, the same audience. Indirect means different products that solves the same problem. Replacement means new approaches or technologies that could make your offer less relevant. Second, product and service offerings. Their core features, quality signals, their unique selling proposition, and gaps versus you. What do they lack that you can offer? Third, pricing strategy. Price points if published, structure, discounts, trials. Fourth, marketing and positioning. Their brand voice, the channels they're active on, content strategy. Fifth, market presence and customer sentiment. Case studies, reviews, top praises and top complaints. Then the prompt will ask the AI to score each competitor on 2 dimensions. Threat score, how likely are they to win your ideal customers and deals? And opportunity score, where do their weaknesses create a wedge for you? The scoring guidance in the prompt is specific. A threat score of 7 or 8 means strong overlap, frequently competing head to head. 9 or 10 means they're the category leader for your target audience. An opportunity score of 7 or 8 means multiple meaningful weaknesses you can exploit, product gaps, pricing issues, customer complaints. Each score has to be grounded in the research, no arbitrary numbers. The output is a single consolidated markdown table with 1 row per competitor, 12 columns covering everything from category and target customer overlap to threat and opportunity scores with reasoning. After the table, you get a numbered sources list. Every claim in the table links back to a specific source with title, publisher, link, and access date. Once you have this competitive analysis document, it becomes a source file for all sorts of other tasks. You can ask AI to predict how competitors might respond when you introduce a new product or marketing campaign. You can develop a messaging guide on why customers should choose you over them. You can identify content gaps where competitors aren't showing up. The competitive analysis becomes context that makes every other AI prompt smarter. A thorough competitive analysis doesn't have to take days. Use Perplexity with this prompt framework and you'll get a sourced, organized, decision-ready competitive analysis in about an hour. The key is requiring evidence. Make AI cite its sources and mark anything it can't verify as unknown. Then use that document as context for future AI prompts. It makes everything smarter. Check this video's description for a link to the full prompt. Copy it, paste it in your company overview and competitor list, and run it in Perplexity. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to analyze customer reviews. If you don't want to miss it, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Drop a comment and tell me which competitor you're most curious to analyze. Remember, you don't need to buy more ads when you have better ideas.